He's he's an entrepreneur. He's also our cybersecurity and technology go-to expert. He's here to give us more on this FBI warning. But here's the deal for folks at home. During the commercial, Burton and I was speaking. Someone's actually trying to hack into his computer right now. So, I mean, nobody's safe.
That's exactly right. No one is safe from cyber criminals, and it can even affect tech experts like myself. But the challenge with this whole QR code thing is that cyber criminals are always looking for ways to get access to your data. So, like you said, Tashani, with the pandemic, QR codes have popped up in popularity because they offer a contactless way for people to interact with things. So, if you want to go to a restaurant and look at a menu, you can pull out your smartphone and use a QR code. If you're looking to park, you can use a QR code to get to a website so that you could pay for parking. So the options are endless and they worked great during the pandemic, but cyber criminals have caught on. So you really need to be cautious as far as using QR codes and going to websites to pay for information or just look up information using a QR code.
Yeah, see, that's the problem, right, Burton? Because when technology advances, so do the scammers. So, how do we protect ourselves? How do we know what QR code to scan, what QR code not to?
Right. So the good thing about QR codes is they're normally just basically a shortcut that's going to take you to a website. So just simply scanning a QR code is not going to infect your computer or your smartphone with the virus or allow a hacker to get into your device. It's when you visit that website that the QR code takes you to that you need to be concerned because 99% of cybercrime requires user interaction. So when you click on an item on a website or a text message or even give out information through a voice chat, then that's how cyber criminals are able to get access to your information. So when you scan a QR code, make sure that you're using QR codes that are just taking you to informative websites. Like when you go to a restaurant, when you scan a QR code, it'll let you look at the menu. It's not asking for payment information, which is where you need to worry when you scan the QR code. If it's asking for credit card information or any other type of payment information, that's when you need to beware and back off when you visit that website via QR code.
All right, so I got to ask you this, Burton, all right, because we have these interviews or these consumer protection segments, right? But folks still get caught up. You know, you're listening and then you're at a restaurant and you're like, ooh, I'm going to scan this. And then you
Right.
get got, right? You fall
Right.
into the rabbit hole. So talk about some ways if that happens, how we can minimize the damage.
Well, number one, understand that all smartphones have a QR code scanner built in. So if you are being told that you need to download a QR scanner, don't. Because under most circumstances, the QR code scanning app that you're downloading from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store is a bogus QR code program that's designed to steal your data. And you'll know because it's going to ask for personal information. But the other thing that consumers need to do is when you visit an establishment that's asking you to scan a QR code, you need to ask if that is a legitimate QR code before you actually get through and scan it. Because sometimes criminals, and a lot of them are localized now, can just use their favorite inkjet printer or their laser printer to print out fake QR codes and then onto stickers, and then they can just take these stickers anywhere. So it's a very easy way for criminals to get access to money, but consumers definitely need to take power into their own hands and just simply ask if it's okay to scan the QR code, or even if the restaurant or parking meter or whatever QR code you see in public is legitimate, because it's better to be safe than sorry. So most people just need to take time and think about it and ask before they go out and scan a QR code.
Yeah, and don't fall for the okey doke. All right. All
I love
right.
it.
Burton, I got to ask you some more stuff. So, I mean, you've been doing this a long time, right? Cybersecurity
Right,
expert. Outside of somebody trying to get you today, right, which you stopped, you put a halt to. What are some other
right.
creative ways that you've seen criminals attempting to get over on folks?
Well, most of your criminal activity is going to occur through a phishing scam. So most phishing scams nowadays come in the form of an email. They come in the form of a voice phone call where people are asking for your information, and also they come through text messages as well. So if it sounds too good to be true, then you definitely want to ignore the text message, email message, or even the voice message that comes onto your device. And also, especially since we're in tax season, if you have anyone calling saying that you owe taxes and that the SWAT team is down the street and they're going to bust down your door if you don't pay, then you need to ignore those because the IRS is not going to contact you via phone or even email when you are behind on taxes. And same thing with a lot of entities. If you owe, they're going to contact you via snail mail as opposed to calling you, and they're not going to use threatening tones to get money out of you.
All right, Burton. I remember, a reporter on the ground. It seemed like it was always the elderly that was always being targeted. Right now, it's like anyone is a target.
Right.
Who's vulnerable?
Right. And I think, yeah, I was going to say it's not the elderly, they're a little bit more trusting. So that's why sometimes they fall for schemes. But it doesn't matter as far as cybercrime now. You've got kids that fall for schemes. You've got, teenagers. You've got middle-aged people that are definitely falling from some of the cybercrime out here. And I mean, criminals don't discriminate. I mean, they want any age and they can come up with a scheme that will affect anyone. That's why you're starting to see the car warranty schemes that are coming out for you wanting to renew your car warranty. Also, you're starting to see some of the tech support scams as far as your computer is in danger. You need us to log in and help. And also, there's schemes where your subscription has expired, whether it's for antivirus or even that could affect car warranty as well. So it's across the board as far as who criminals will attack when it comes to all sorts of different cybercrime.
All right, Burton Kelso, always a pleasure helping us stop those criminals right in their tracks. We appreciate you, sir.
That's right.